If you are pitching to brands via email and making these mistakes, it is no wonder that you're not getting response or not getting the brand deal. Now, as someone who has worked with hundreds of creators and helping them land paid brand deals, I have seen patterns and I have heard back from my community of what works, what doesn't, and I'm sharing that in today's video. The first thing you're gonna wanna make sure you do not do, it is the lethal is sending it to the wrong person. When you send it to the wrong person, not only are you lowering your chances of getting a response, you are just not, shooting your shot to the right person. So this person may not respond. You may get ghosted or put in some sort of like spam. You need to identify the exact contact of who it is that you want to reach out to at this brand. That's a decision maker. So that's not info at, brandname.com or hello@brandname.com. No. That is finding the person's name, the person's contact. Now, before you ask, Nina, how do you do it? I have very strong techniques to do this, and they're all outlined in my Pitching to Brands Master course. We go super deep on how to get the contact. I have lots of hidden tricks. So again, if that's for you, you can go and check out that course with hundreds and hundreds of testimonials to support it. The second lethal flaw and biggest mistake is sending a copy and paste template. Do you guys like when you get copy and paste templates from brands? No, you feel like they are scamming you. Well, brands feel like you're scamming them when you send a copy and paste email that literally doesn't even look formatted well. It feels scammy. They're not going to respond. But when you personalize it and add a flair, it makes the brand feel special. The same thing, right? If a brand hits you up and is like, hey, Sarah, I love that post you posted last week all about blah, blah, blah. It was so impactful. That at least gets you to kind of respond, right? That's what you want to do when you're pitching to brands. You want to add a personalized touch. Now, I actually want to show you how to do this for free. I actually want to share my screen and show you how to make that pitch stand out and get a response. So what we're going to do is, if you're interested in that, adding valuable things to your pitch to increase your open rates and your responses, come to my next free live training. I host them all the time. I'm going to include the link below. I actually dive really deep into this process and share my screen and teach you how to put that pitch together so that it is super valuable and not templated. The third big pitchy mistake is a weak subject line. Weak. That is what affects your open rate. So if you have low open rates or low deliverability rates, people are not opening your emails, maybe it's because the subject line is not strong enough. So remember, guys, you're creators. This is your business. You need to test different subject lines that work for you and analyze your subject lines and analyze the emails that you open from brand partners. What makes you open them, right? Or what makes you open other emails? Start getting aware of this copy so that you can add really strong email subject lines to your pitch. Now, this tip right here, if you're not doing this, this is hurting you. You need to show examples of your work. You need to show examples of your work in that initial outreach email. And that means maybe links to social or potentially your media kit or your portfolio. How are you going to pitch to a brand and not show your work? It's like if you're hiring a wedding photographer and they don't show you their work, how are you going to hire them? You're a creator and influencer. You're not showing your work. How are they going to hire you? You need to at least have your socials up there or a link to your portfolio or your website or whatever it is that you want them to see in that initial outreach email. Now, this tip right here, not enough creators do, maybe the ones in my program because they are the top 1% of creators that are working with brands, but not enough people do this, is a strong email signature. Creators that treat themselves like a business, that are professional, they tend to see better results. And an email signature is part of the game. Have an email signature, guys. There's no reason you don't have one, and include something interesting. So for example, my email signature, I mentioned we are a community of over 140,000 creators. And I also have, us featured on, and I show press. So I want people to see that we've been featured on CNN and Entrepreneur Magazine. Those are things. And again, we're always changing our email signature because we're also testing things. So get yourself an email signature. It will help you stand out and will also include strategic links or things that you want a brand to see. Another huge major mistake, rookie mistake too, by the way, is using casual language, poor grammar, not spell checking, again, even just with tools like Grammarly, or even just like the built-in spell check. I tell you, I've seen pitches have typos, bad format, poor grammar. No more poor grammar, guys, or casual writing like, hey girl, XOXO. Like, no. You're talking to the potential marketing director of your dream brand. Speak in that professional tone. Make sure that you're not just kind of casual. You don't have to be super strict and scary. You can be yourself. But, the grammar, that's a big one, and spelling too. And guys, please, if you are sending those cold pitches, those outreach emails, do not talk money right away. Do not get in there and start saying, and these are my fees and blah, 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 blah. This is how much I charge. You are literally just reaching out to them. This is email number 1 out of hopefully many emails that you guys exchange back and forth. Don't talk money. It's like if you were at a bar and you went up to someone right away and asked for their phone number. It's like a little intense. Especially when you are reaching out to a brand, they don't even know who you are. They don't even know you existed. They have never seen your work before. This is the first time that they are even coming across your profile potentially. So take it slow. Don't talk money right away. Anyways, I hope you guys are not making any of these mistakes and you now know better. And if you are, you can make those changes. And if you're interested, again, in all things influencer marketing, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with a friend. It helps us here continue to create for you guys. And I will see you in the next video.